Well, we have an interesting story that a lot of us wanted to talk about today. An NBA player is in some hot water after being caught on video using an anti-Semitic slur. Let me tell you the backstory. This is Miami Heat player Meyers Leonard. He's vowed to educate himself and is already reportedly in contact with multiple Jewish organizations and Jewish leaders because Leonard was live streaming a video game when he used the anti-Jewish slur to insult his opponent. Leonard apologized for his actions, posting this to Instagram, saying yesterday he was deeply sorry and that his ignorance about the history of the word and how offensive it is to Jewish community is not an excuse, and he was wrong. Leonard was suspended by the Heat and he was fined $50,000. But the question we wanted to talk about on the show is, should he be canceled for his actions or educated? Jeff, I'm going to go right to you because I know you and I were kind of texting about this story earlier. Yeah. What do you have to say? Well,
the most interesting part of this story, because everyone is the judge, jury, and executioner now, right, with social media, and then it seems like companies are abiding by what the masses think. I want to get down to the root of the issue. What's going on? Julian Edelman, I don't believe we have a picture of him. He's a receiver for the Patriots, New England Patriots, and he's Jewish, and he plays in the NFL. And he goes, I want to sit down with Leonard and tell him why this is wrong and why this is hurtful. I think we need more people like that. Instead of being the judge and jury, sit down and tell people why, right? And there's this amazing man, look him up. His name is Daryl Davis. He's a 60-year-old jazz musician, a black jazz musician, I should say. He's converted over 200 KKK members just by sitting down with them. These are full-fledged white supremacists sitting down, and they, at the end of the friendship with Daryl Davis, hand in their uniform to him. Over 200 people. That's how strong conversation is. And I'm sorry I'm hogging this segment, but I do want to read a quote from Daryl Davis about educating. People always say educate yourself, right? He says that is nonsense. We are all Americans. We all need to educate one another. I have a lot to learn. If you've got something to teach me, then let me learn it, because I have something to teach you, and you've also got a lot to learn. Let's share our experiences, and that will make us more well-rounded people. We need more of this, not more of the jury. We need more of this.
Wow.
But I would just say this, my issue with what he said is, he said, first of all, I don't know what that word means. And that's what really threw me off, because
that's total BS.
He threw an expletive, and I think you cannot. Go ahead, Erica, because please.
I'm sorry. Tori's the only Jewish person sitting on that panel, and I really want to hear from her. We have 30 seconds left.
That's very kind of you to say. I will say this. I sat down on the show with an ex-Nazi. I will sit down with anyone at any time. I completely agree with Jeff. Conversation moves towards peace. That is the way to have it happen, one-to-one. I will sit down with anyone if they're willing to have a conversation. I think it brings peace. Thanks for the convo.
Well, that's not good TV. We don't want conflict. Say something. Start it up.
Stay angry.